If someone said America's spiritual landscape was dying in the 2000s, they would have been mostly right. Church attendance was dropping faster than a stone, empty pews stretched across the nation, and entire denominations were closing their doors for good. But fast forward to today and something has shifted. 10 cities across America are experiencing a spiritual awakening so powerful that it's reshaping entire communities from the ground up. Baptisms are surging, homeless rates are plummeting, and crime statistics are flipping in ways that have city officials scratching their heads. From megachurches rising in unexpected places to grassroots movements transforming neighborhoods block by block, Jesus is rewriting the story of American cities. However, the cities leading this charge aren't the ones most people would expect. Some were on the brink of collapse just a decade ago. Number 10. Orlando, Florida. Orlando wasn't always known for spiritual transformation. For decades, it was just the theme park capital, a place where tourists came to escape reality, not find it. But something started shifting in the late 2000s. Between 2019 and 2024, Orange County saw baptisms surge by 54%, with Faith Assembly of God baptizing over 2,100 people in 2023 alone. The city's substance abuse recovery programs, primarily run by faith-based organizations, saw success rates jump to 69%, well above the national average of 40%. Orlando Dream Center served over 18,000 families in 2023, providing food, housing assistance, and job training. Local crime rates in neighborhoods with active church outreach programs dropped by 23% between 2020 and 2023. The homeless population decreased by 19% as churches launched housing initiatives. Orlando went from a tourist destination to a transformation hub, and the numbers don't lie. Number 9. Redding, California. Redding has always been known for one thing, Bethel Church, but lately, the impact has spread far beyond just one congregation. Between 2018 and 2023, Shasta County saw a 61% increase in baptisms, with Bethel alone baptizing over 3,500 people in 2023. This wasn't some flash-in-the-pan trend either. It was sustained, city-changing growth. Bethel's School of Supernatural Ministry brought in over 2,000 students annually, injecting millions into the local economy and revitalizing downtown businesses. Faith-based addiction recovery centers reported a 74% success rate, and over 800 individuals completed programs in 2023. Youth outreach initiatives reached 1,500 at-risk teenagers, and juvenile crime dropped by 27%. Local food banks run by churches distributed meals to over 12,000 families annually. Redding proved that when churches show up with purpose, entire communities change, and they weren't slowing down anytime soon. Number 8. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Chattanooga was supposed to be a forgotten city. By the early 2000s, downtown was a ghost town. Businesses were fleeing, and hope was in short supply. Then churches started doing something radical. They stopped waiting for people to come to them and went into the streets instead. Hamilton County saw baptisms increase by 55% between 2018 and 2023, with Abba's House leading the charge by baptizing over 1,200 people in outdoor public ceremonies. But the real story was in the transformation. Chattanooga's West Side neighborhood, once plagued by gang activity and poverty, became a case study in redemption. Churches partnered with local businesses to create job training programs that placed over 500 residents into stable employment by 2023. Property crimes in the area fell by 31%, and high school graduation rates climbed from 62% to 81%. City planners admitted they hadn't seen anything like it. Chattanooga went from forgotten to flourishing, and faith was the fuel. Number 7. Boise, Idaho. Boise wasn't on anyone's radar for spiritual revival, but that's exactly what made it so surprising. Between 2019 and 2024, the city experienced a 48% increase in evangelical church membership, with Calvary Chapel Boise baptizing over 900 people in 2023. The growth wasn't isolated to one denomination either. Catholic, Baptist, and non-denominational churches all reported record attendance. The impact rippled through the city. Boise Rescue Mission saw a 35% increase in volunteer participation, allowing them to expand services and house an additional 200 families annually. Local addiction recovery programs run by churches reported a 68% success rate, nearly double the national average. Teen pregnancy rates dropped by 19% in areas with active youth ministries, and community centers launched by churches became safe havens for at-risk kids. Boise proved that, even in unlikely places, transformation is possible when faith takes root. Number 6. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham carries a heavy history, but in recent years, it's been writing a new chapter. The city saw a 52% spike in baptisms between 2019 and 2023, with Church of the Highlands baptizing over 3,000 people in 2023 alone. This wasn't just growth for growth's sake, it was churches stepping into the brokenness and refusing to look away. The Dream Center Birmingham, a faith-based initiative, served over 15,000 families in 2023, providing food, housing assistance, and job training. Neighborhoods like Woodlawn, historically plagued by poverty and violence, saw violent crime drop by 26% after churches launched intervention programs. Local schools partnered with churches to mentor over 2,500 students, and graduation rates improved measurably. Birmingham was shedding its painful past and stepping into a future shaped by grace and grit. Number 5. Austin, Texas. Austin is known for being weird, liberal, and not exactly a Christian stronghold. Yet between 2018 and 2023, the city saw a 43% increase in church attendance, with Gateway Church Austin baptizing 1,600 people in 2023. This wasn't happening in the suburbs either. Downtown congregations were exploding, drawing young professionals and college students in record numbers. The social shift was undeniable. Austin Stone Community Church launched programs that served over 10,000 homeless individuals annually, providing meals, medical care, and pathways to housing. Foster care recruitment surged by 38% after churches championed the cause, and over 400 children were placed into stable homes. Crime rates in East Austin dropped by 18% in areas where churches established a consistent presence. Austin proved that even in progressive cities, Jesus still changes everything. Number 4. Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte was booming economically, but spiritually it was coasting. Then, in 2019, something shifted. Elevation Church led the charge, baptizing over 7,500 people in 2023, one of the highest single church totals in the nation. Other churches followed suit, and by 2024, Charlotte had over 150 new church plants. The community impact was staggering. Faith-based addiction recovery programs saw a 71% success rate, far exceeding secular alternatives. Charlotte Rescue Mission expanded services to house an additional 300 families annually, and homelessness in Mecklenburg County dropped by 21%. Youth programs run by churches reduced gang recruitment by 34% in targeted neighborhoods, and local educators praised the partnership. Charlotte wasn't just growing, it was being transformed from the inside out. Number 3. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix is massive, sprawling, and not exactly known for spiritual revival. But between 2019 and 2024, the city experienced a 58% increase in baptisms, with Dream City Church baptizing over 4,000 people in 2023. The Latino community, in particular, saw explosive growth, with Spanish-language churches planting at record rates. The social impact was immediate and measurable. Phoenix Dream Center served over 20,000 individuals in 2023, offering food, housing, and medical care. Human trafficking rescues increased by 42% thanks to church-led initiatives, and over 150 survivors were placed into recovery programs. Neighborhoods like Maryvale, once written off as hopeless, saw property crimes drop by 29% after churches established community centers. Phoenix was proof that size doesn't matter when faith shows up. Number 2. Dallas, Texas. Dallas has always been a church town, but recent years have taken it to another level. Between 2018 and 2023, the city saw baptisms surge by 61%, with the Potter's House baptizing over 5,000 people in 2023 alone. Church attendance across Dallas County hit an all-time high, and over 200 new congregations launched. The transformation was citywide. Faith-based prison re-entry programs reduced recidivism rates by 39%, keeping over 1,200 individuals from returning to jail. Homeless outreach programs run by churches housed 2,500 families in 2023, and the city's unsheltered population dropped by 24%. Youth mentorship initiatives reached over 8,000 students, and schools reported dramatic drops in disciplinary issues. Dallas wasn't just hosting churches, it was being rebuilt by them. Number 1. Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville wasn't supposed to be number 1, but the data doesn't care about expectations. Between 2019 and 2024, baptisms in Duval County exploded by 73%, the highest rate in the nation. 1122. Church baptized over 6,200 people in 2023, and the momentum kept building. Over 180 new churches launched in just 5 years. The social impact was off the charts. Faith-based foster care programs placed over 600 children into homes in 2023, reducing the backlog by 47%. Homeless shelters run by churches served 12,000 individuals, and the unsheltered population dropped by 32%. Crime in historically troubled areas fell by 28% after churches launched intervention programs. Schools partnered with churches to mentor 9,500 students, and test scores improved across the board. Jacksonville proved that when Jesus moves, entire cities are never the same. These 10 cities are just the beginning. Across America, similar movements are taking root in places most people have never heard of. The question isn't whether Jesus is transforming cities anymore. The question is, which city is next? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that revival doesn't ask for permission, and it doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It just shows up and changes everything. And judging by the numbers, this wave is far from over.